This is the Padua Podcast Network.
If you are not eligible, you still may be able to get the shot. Running a Fever, episode 254, How to Get the COVID-19 Vaccine. Hello and welcome to Running a Fever. So I know that almost everyone these days is concerned about how they can get the COVID-19 vaccine, whether they're eligible, and where they can get it, and when they can get it. All of the questions about the COVID-19 vaccine. Well, I hope that I can answer some of these during this episode. So I'm going to provide you with where to go, because every state is different. Every locality is a little bit different in what the eligibility rules are and where you can go to get them and how you can get them. But there are easy ways to do it in every location, I promise you. But I will give you that information for every single state in the United States and British Columbia. And you can get the vaccine even if you're not eligible. And supplies are limited, and that's why we have eligible and not quite eligible people. Are you eligible? Well, state by state, the rules are different. In my state, currently, anyone who is over the age of 16 is eligible to get the vaccine. So if you're in Arkansas and you're over the age of 16, then you are eligible to get the vaccine. So every state is different. For example, for me, I live in Arkansas. I went to arkansas.gov and I looked for the health department section. Actually, they have a link right at the top of the page that says COVID-19 information. You can go straight to that. I do have a list of this sort of website for every single state at runningafever.com/vaccine. So no matter what state you're in, and I also have the link for British Columbia at runningafever.com/vaccine. There will be a link in the show notes at runningafever.com/254. So if you are eligible, check with your state's information page. You may be able to sign up directly there, or you may have to call a phone number to get scheduled. Check with your local pharmacy, wherever you get your prescriptions from. If you check with the pharmacy, they're probably giving the vaccine and they will be able to schedule you for a vaccine. I've got links to the scheduling page for Walgreens in the show notes. CVS.com also has a list of locations for CVS stores that you can go to and get the vaccine. Also, Walmart.com is another national pharmacy chain where you can get the vaccine. Number 3, check with local hospitals and clinics. I got my vaccine at a local community clinic called the Springdale Community Clinic. And any kind of community clinic that you have around the area, they are probably giving the vaccine. So, like I said, you can find out on your local website whether you're eligible or not. If you are not eligible, you still may be able to get the shot. You can sign up to get on the standby list for unused vaccines. So the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines have to be kept at a very low temperature. Once they thaw them out, that vaccine dose has to be used within 6 hours. So if they have some left over, it's going to spoil if they don't use it. If they don't have someone, if you're on this list, and it again is based on priority, but even if you're not, quote unquote eligible, you can possibly get the vaccine here if there are leftover vaccines so they don't let those go to waste. So what you do is you go to hidrb.com, and I've already signed up there, but you can go there and sign up on the list, and in that way, when the leftover vaccine dose is available, then you might be able to get called that way, even if you're not eligible. Another thing to do if you're not eligible is if you work for a large company. My company had a list that you could sign up for so that whenever a vaccine was available, they would already have a list and they could call you, because Some people don't choose not to have the vaccine, so it's good to have a list of people that definitely want it. So check with your employer. They may have a list that you can sign up for as well. And finally, there is a website that is nationwide called vaccinefinder.org. And you can enter your zip code there and find locations for the vaccine near you. And a lot of these will be Walmarts and CVS and Walgreens and places like that. So if you normally use one of those places for your prescriptions, then you probably should just go directly to that place's website, either walmart.com, cvs.com, or walgreens.com. So check those out. If this has been helpful to you, please leave a comment on whether this was helpful to you, if you were able to get the vaccine as a result of this. And I appreciate all your comments. And as always, you can get access to the show notes for this episode at runningafever.com/254. You can access the YouTube channel at runningafever.com/YouTube. And as always, if you got the fever, keep it. If you don't have the fever, catch it. And I will talk to you next time on Running a Fever.